These streamers took things way too far, and they did it live in front of millions. From slaps and screams to full-blown fights, these are the most shocking moments where streamers disrespected each other on camera and paid the price. Let's get into it. We start with Stable Ronaldo and Bradley Martin, a clash that went from awkward to violent in seconds. Ronaldo showed up at Bradley's gym with his crew, trying to be funny, but things went south quick. He snatched Bradley's hat mid-workout, thinking it was a harmless prank. Bradley didn't laugh. He calmly asked for his hat back multiple times. When Ronaldo kept playing, Bradley slapped him and told him never to try that again. That wasn't content, that was a lesson. Bradley's reaction wasn't for the camera. It was a genuine response from someone tired of fake clout chasers crossing boundaries. Now let's move on to Phantom and Agent. This one started over a fridge. Phantom had a running joke where he called himself the tax man and decided to impose a 100% fridge tax by stealing Agent's fridge while he was away. Agent wasn't having it. He stormed into Phantom's room to take it back, but then tried to steal Phantom's fridge in return. Phantom blocked him, shoved him, and things got physical. They argued about wasted food, Japan trips, and who deserved what. Phantom even punched the camera and kicked Agent out of his room. The tension didn't seem staged, and fans began speculating that their friendship had real cracks forming. Next, we have one of the wildest streamer house moments ever, Fauci versus Jack Doherty. It started with Fauci calling out Jack for letting his girlfriend do OnlyFans. Fauci ranted about how it ruins men and masculinity. Jack tried to brush it off, but Fauci wasn't letting go. It escalated into name-calling, insults, and then Fauci spat on the ground near Jack's feet. A clear sign of total disrespect. Clips of this moment spread across TikTok and Twitter like wildfire. But Fusi wasn't done. He also got into it with Neon, twice. The first time was at a clothing store. Fauci was already in a bad mood, and when Neon called him a bee, it triggered him instantly. Fauci chased him out of the shop and punched him in the chest. Neon tried to brush it off, calling him a psycho and mocking his age, but it only made things worse. Fauci hit him again, this time in the stomach, and even after they tried to make peace, Neon looked genuinely hurt while Fauci seemed fine. This moment opened a debate online about when content becomes bullying, but Neon's chaos didn't stop there. At a streamer meetup with the Island Boys, things got heated between Connie and Alex. Apparently, Alex had been disrespecting Connie's aunt. The argument escalated fast, shoving, screaming, and then a slap. Connie smacked Alex and ran out of the house, chased by several people. The next day, he went live and explained it was about defending family. Whether you agree with him or not, it was one of the rawest moments to come out of a streamer house. His story racked up millions of views. Let's go back to Jack Doherty, because getting slapped once wasn't enough. This time it was Prime who delivered the hit. They were hanging out at Jack's house. Everything seemed chill until Prime called Jack fake and smacked him on camera. Jack didn't fight back, but he did something else. He called the cops. And this came just weeks after the Fauci incident. At this point, fans started joking that Jack might have the most slappable face on Twitch. His reputation as a victim of these slap moments has even become meme-worthy. Prime wasn't done either. He had his own clash with Charleston White in Vegas. Aiden Ross brought them together for content, but it went sideways fast. Prime kept trying to clown Charleston during dinner. When he brought up an old situation involving another streamer, Charleston snapped. He asked Prime why he was so worried about what he did with his body. Then Charleston stood up and threatened to mace Prime. Aiden had to step in and break things up before it turned into a full-on brawl. Charleston would later say, "This ain't content to me. This is real life." And speaking of Prime, he had another wild moment with John Zerka. This time, it got physical. Zerka was accused of saying a racial slur, and Prime wasn't letting that slide. They argued, squared up, and eventually Prime tackled Zerka to the ground. Security broke it up, but not before Zerka grabbed a broom and threatened to hit someone with it. Pure chaos. That clip still circulates as one of the wildest raw fights on streamer turf. Sneeko also found himself getting checked, this time by Bradley Martin. Sneeko showed up at Bradley's gym with Neon, lit a cigarette inside, and danced for the camera. Bradley was furious. He grabbed the camera, turned it off, and told Sneeko he was disrespecting his business. When the camera came back on, Bradley made it clear, "If you light that again, I'm breaking your face and your camera." Sneeko tried to downplay it, but he was clearly shaken. Comments on the stream sided overwhelmingly with Bradley. Back to Neon, this time going head to head with Vitaly. Neon was clowning on Vitaly's career, calling him washed and saying no girl would ever touch him. He even dragged Vitaly's family into it. Vitaly snapped, poured water on Neon, and Neon threw it back. Then Vitaly smashed Neon's phone on the ground. The fight cooled down only after someone suggested Neon break one of Vitaly's cameras in return. No one walked away happy. Viewers noted how quickly the energy went from playful to hostile. Another moment that nearly turned physical, Neon versus your Rage. During a collab stream, Neon brought Rage some offensive gifts, including adult diapers. Rage was already in a bad mood. Then Neon made a tasteless joke about Haiti, and Rage grabbed Neon by the shirt. "Why you making that face? You good?" Rage asked. Neon backed off immediately. That wasn't a joke anymore. Rage would later go on stream and explain why that moment crossed a line for him. Even Matan, aka the Bill Clinton kid, got checked. He kept trying to sneak into Kai Cenat's streams, first at Universal Studios, then again in public wearing a hoodie. Kai wasn't having it. "Stop doing that, bro. You're not low. That's annoying," Kai said live, kicking him off the stream. It was a rare moment where Kai showed frustration. There was also a wild street fight between John Zerka and HS Tiki Taki. Zerka came in hot, ready to fight. HS didn't back down. They brawled in the street, traffic flying by. After wrestling on the pavement, both men got up like nothing happened. It was raw, unscripted, and viral. The footage shocked viewers, not just for the fight, but for how casually it ended. And then came Action Man versus Zerka. Action Man got drunk, started disrespecting everyone, and a fight broke out. Zerka later told the whole story on his podcast, calling Action Man manipulative and ungrateful. He even claimed he gave him a place to live, and that Action ruined it all. Sometimes streamer beef ends as fast as it starts, but fans always wonder, how much of it is real?